Hello everyone. We shall start today learning how to make speeches. Before we make a speech, it is necessary that we write it, and to write it, we should know how to write or what to write. So let's learn speech writing. You know that throughout the day we speak a lot, but actually we don't pay attention what we speak. We speak to our family members and friends, but that is not planned. Whatever comes into our mind, we generally communicate. But it is limited to only our family members or friends. But suppose we have to speak to audience or any gathering or any public meeting, it is always difficult because problem is that what to speak and which way to speak, how people will be influenced. The way you speak, what you speak will actually influence the audience. It will show what sort of personality you have, what sort of knowledge you have. And most of the people are afraid of speaking to public because they lack communication skills, and that creates fears. Hence, most of the people are running away from public speaking. To speak before an audience for a short time is known as a speech. Speech means to speak before the audience for a short time, even for a long time. Generally, a situation takes place where one has to speak. There are occasions and events and special occasions. There can be a birthday or a marriage anniversary, and on such occasions, one has to speak. There can be also different occasions. For example, welcoming a guest, or giving farewell to a colleague, or you congratulate your subordinates, or even students. You encourage or appreciate the students, or motivate the students. We need to make a speech. First of all, now this is the way how to plan a speech. Always think what to speak. A person speaks nearly 100 words per minute. Remember that is this general ratio. It differs according to person's speed of speech. Some people may speak very few words. Some people are speedy and hence they make or they use more than 100 words per minute. So, but suppose one person speaks roughly 100 words, then he wants to speak for 5 minutes. At least he must have 500 words to speak. So that is the calculation. If you are speaking 100 words per minute for 5 minutes, 500 words would be required. And then you should decide what words, what sentences you will use. Better you write them, and according to speed, you need more than 500 words or less than them. According to the topic, he should write. So decide first of all what is the topic, what is the occasion, and accordingly get collecting the information. And don't go away from the topic. Focus the topic. According to focus, you will create interest. Data, information, facts and figures, quotations, all sorts of things. For a presentation, whatever you prepare, those things also will help you. So focus your topic and accordingly you write. And write in such a way that the listeners may have interest to listen to you. Remember, no diversion is allowed. If you go away from the topic, people will lose interest. So, interesting things should be added into your topic, into your speech. It is not necessary that while making a speech, you use a figurative language or high-fi words, very complex sentences. No necessary. Communication, whatever you want to say, should reach straight to the heart of the people, and hence, straight language may also help you. Another interesting thing for the speech, and that may attract the audience, that may galvanize the audience to listen to you, certain things should be kept in mind. And one thing out of many is using the humor, because humor keeps the audience live. Remember, you are not a joker, you are not an entertainer. According to the topic, you should add humor, but you should not hurt anybody's feelings. Decide your style also. Another thing. First of all, you have added humor in your speech, quotation, joke, or something funny, or using satire, you can create humor. Another thing for making a speech is your style, means how you communicate. It is not the style of your personality, the way you put on your clothes, the way you stand. That is not the matter here. The style of delivering the speech, and accordingly you can build a rapport with the audience. Rapport means tuning with the audience, how you go to the audience, how the audience will take you. So that sort of tuning is known as rapport. Another thing, that is your tone should be formal one. It means correct language according to the topic. These things are related to formal tone. Story or quotations also you can use in your speech, but they should be related to the topic. Carefully use them. When there is a sad event, the speaker should remain serious. There's no place for humor. Even address also should also be friends only. Means when you start your speech in serious matter, don't use other words. Directly say friends, and then you start your speech. In other matters, you should address the few persons who are the present over there. And while you address the people, keep in mind the most important person should be referred first, and then the other subordinate people. But don't mention a long list of all the members who are present over there. To make a speech, text is important, as I have told to you. Prepare it, and always keep in mind what sort of audience you are addressing to. According to the audience, there is their psyche, or there is their interest. For example, if you are delivering a speech to students, or you may be delivering to women only, or colleagues, or subordinates, or group of members, or maybe mixed audience with children, young people, old people, students, and all sorts of them. So first of all, decide who are the people listening to you, and according to their age, background, culture, and knowledge, interest, you should prepare the text. So preparing the text is not very easy. Text, according to them, if you write, they will take interest, or you may be also able to engage them. Otherwise, when you speak, they will be looking somewhere else, maybe looking at the floor, maybe looking to outside the window or up the ceiling, or may also begin to talk with the neighboring person. So your text should be interesting. Another thing, and that is very important thing, is that how much will you speak? What time is allocated to you? Within time limit, you have to conclude. So time time factor is very, very important. No more time should be taken when specific time is given, as there can be other speakers too. Suppose you lengthen your speech, then other person, he has also given time limit. He will also have to follow that one. So that is how your lengthened speech may influence the other speaker's time slot. So think of place and occasion too. Know beforehand about the organization and important people. Why this? Wherever you go, you have to keep in mind what sort of organization is that, in which field are they working, what is their past, what is their background, where do they stand, what is their achievement, because all these things may help you to understand the audience, and the audience also expects the same kind of standard, high standard from you. So always think of the organization and the people, and what sort of occasion is. Address the most important person first and others in their seniority order. Express your feelings of happiness in the beginning. Remember that this note of happiness should be delivered when the occasions are of that sort. When there is sad event, serious matter, you should not mention that one is happy to say. And remember one thing, don't thank the organization or the people in the beginning. Only you should say that one is there. Thank the organizers and the audience in the end. When you deliver a speech, people will always look at you. Your physique, your body will be seen first of all to them. According to the occasion, you prepare yourself. You keep your style, as there will be the people who will be looking at you. So appearance is the most important thing, because seeing you, your clothes, your hairstyle, the way you stand, they will always have something in their mind, what sort of a person you are, what sort of things you will have in your speech, that can be seen by the appearance. Dressing according to the occasion is very useful. Generally, formal clothes you should put on, and for that, you keep in mind personal etiquette, and that will teach you the dressing manners for the occasion. So, appearance is the important thing, because ultimately people will see you for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or more than that. Another thing that should be kept in mind is body movement. And when I'm talking about it, you should remember the gestures and postures, because accordingly your speech should match. If you say something different, your body language communicates different thing, then they will not be able to comprehend. So unnecessarily hand or leg movement should be controlled. You must have seen many people who are constantly moving one side to the other side. That spoils the image. So always control your body language. Eye contact is very, very useful, because when you speak and you see somewhere else, people will not listen to you. They will lose interest. You see the audience, you see some of the people and speak. Voice modulation also very useful, because according to your emotions, your voice may change. It may go up or it may come down. It may be speeded up or you can slow down. That is known as voice modulation. Without it, your speech may be very flat. Some clarity in your speech, that also requires. And other traits to deliver in the speech, body language, for example, shaking the head, the way you move your hands will be noticed. So keep in mind how you present yourself to the audience with your message that will also influence them. And that's how postures and gestures have very vital role in one's speech. If we keep in mind all these things and we deliver the speech, preparing according to the occasion, your speech will be influential. Whatever way you had to say, or whatever things you want to do through your speech will bring fruit, will have result. If it is not so, your speaking for 5 minutes is not very much helpful to the audience, because they have come to listen to you. So keep in mind all these things and start speaking. Make a practice and go with full confidence. Remember that these are the only few things which I have mentioned. There are many other things which we will come to know later on. In the next episode, we shall go for practical work. We shall deliver a speech at a particular time on a particular topic. So keep on watching the video, give your feedback, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for the new videos. Thank you very much.